Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. Back by popular demand, I am here to break down UFC 287. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll click on the internet and we'll get on over to that card. So let's scroll down to the bottom here and let's take a look. This is going to be a fantastic event. They're holding it in Miami, Florida. So this is going to be crazy. I'm not going to go into the early prelims, and I will talk about a couple of the prelim fights, but we're just going to go down to the bottom, take a look at everybody on the card, and then I'll stop when I want to start talking about some of these fights. So we're done with the early prelims. We are now on the prelim card, and let's talk about this women's strawweight bout between number 10 Michelle Waterson and number 15 from Brazil, Luana. This is going to be a crazy fight. This girl from Brazil is durable, and Michelle Waterson is tough as they come. The karate hottie, they call her. My pick is going to be for Michelle Waterson. I think she's going to get it done. I think she's got better striking. I think she's got that confidence in herself. And I just think she's not going to be afraid to pull the trigger out there and get it done. So now we're moving into the middleweight division. This is 185 pounds. We've got Chris Curtis, number 14, taking on Kelvin Gastelum, number 15. Curtis is like a really good boxer, got good footwork. I think he has a really high takedown defense rate. I don't think anybody's ever taken him down. And you got Kelvin Gastelum, who has come off of a layoff, and he is a fantastic wrestler. So you really have the striker versus the wrestler in this matchup. And even though Gastelum is ranked lower than Chris Curtis, I think Gastelum gets it done in this fight. Curtis is a taller guy, so he's going to have, I think, more of a reach advantage. But Gastelum, being that grappler, I think he gets in there, and I think he gets it taken down, and I think he wins this fight. That's the headliner of the prelims. So now we're stepping into the bantamweight division. Oh man, the guy from Mexico, Raul Rojas Jr. versus Christian Rodriguez. There's a lot to talk about in this fight. This is an exciting fight. You got Raul, who is the youngest guy on the roster. I think he's 18 years old. When he was on the Contender Series, he was only 17, and he's a stud. He keeps saying, I'm coming for that belt. I'm coming for that belt. He definitely has the belief in himself, and he's definitely a stud on the ground, stud on the feet. Christian Rodriguez is a stud on the feet too, and on the ground. But I'm going to go with Raul. I think he's got more dog inside. I think he's got more heart. Even though he's young, he's been in the game a long time for his age. He's got a very high fight IQ. And I think Raul is going to get it done. He's going to get it done. And he says, I'm coming for that belt. That's going to be a tough thing to accomplish. But I could see that happening in his future. And I'm not saying in the near future, but I think he could get her done. He's only 18 years old. So now we're talking about the welterweight division. We got Kevin Holland over here from the United States taking on Santiago from Argentina. This is an interesting fight. You got Kevin Holland who he's not afraid to speak what he's thinking. He's been known to talk a little trash. He's really good on the feet. Taller guy than Santiago. Santiago's a lot shorter. Santiago likes to mix it up on the feet, and then he's usually trying to go to the ground a little bit. Got some good jiu-jitsu. But if I'm going to go with a pick on this fight, I'm going to go with Kevin Holland. I think he gets it done. Now the next one, we're talking about Adrian Yanez, who's got fantastic jiu-jitsu. Number 12 in the bantamweight division. And number 6, Rob Font from Puerto Rico. This is a good fight. I think Adrian's going to get it done, even though he's ranked a lot lower on the roster. I think he gets it done. I think he's going to get in there and get his jiu-jitsu going, and I think he gets it done. And there is potential, in my opinion, for the winner of this fight to fight the winner of the other bantamweight bout, which was Rosas Jr. and Christian. So I think Raul, let me just say first names here. Raul's going to get it done, and then I think he's going to end up finding Adrian in the future. So Adrian's going to get it done. So let's go ahead and move up to the co-main event. Oh my goodness. This fight right here could be a headliner. I mean, this is a fantastic fight, and there's a lot going on with this fight. They are both from living in Florida, even though Gilbert Burns is from Brazil. He's number 5 in the welterweight division, 170 pounds. George Masvidal, number 11. He holds the BMF belt. He won the belt against Nate Diaz, and he's knocked out like Ben Askren with a knee to the face. I mean, he is a vicious striker. I mean, Masvidal is no joke. Before he came into the UFC, he was doing like these underground fights on YouTube and all this crazy stuff. He's got a lot of fight experience. And Gilbert Burns is a world champion in jiu-jitsu. Multiple time. So if the fight goes to the ground, Masvidal is in hot water. But we know that the fight starts on the feet. Masvidal is dangerous on the feet. And we're fighting for Florida. You know, we've got Gilbert Burns from an amazing camp. We got Masvidal from another amazing camp, both Florida camps. We got the Black Stallions versus the American top team. It's crazy. Masvidal lives in Miami, and that's where this fight event is taking place. Masvidal is going to be the hometown guy. The crowd's going to go blow the roof off the building when he walks out. Gilbert Burns is going to get booed, I think, but he is no stranger to pressure. The bottom line is once that octagon gate closes, it is Jorge Masvidal and Gilbert Burns in there, and I think Burns is going to have his way with Masvidal. Burns is going to get it done. There's title contention on the line. Masvidal, he's coming off of, I think, 3 losses, and if he loses this fight, he could get the boot. I mean, there is just pressure like no other on this fight, but again, my pick is for Gilbert Burns to get it done. Which leads us to the main event. Oh my goodness. This one has a lot of stuff to it as well. You've got Alex Pereira, who is the current middleweight champion. He took the belt from Israel Adesanya. These guys have fought 3 times, twice in kickboxing and once in the UFC. Israel Adesanya is the favorite coming into this fight. That's crazy because Alex is the champion. Alex has won a decision in kickboxing over Israel. He's knocked him out in kickboxing. He also took his belt in the UFC by KO. I think it was either it was a stoppage is what I'm saying. He won that belt. He was up against, his back was against the wall. He came out in that 5th round and put his foot on the gas. He seems like that kind of guy that he's never out of the fight. I mean, there could be 3 seconds left on the fight on the clock. He could have lost all the rounds and he still land a shot and knock you out. Alex is never out of the fight. Israel is doing some weird antics before this fight. It's a lot. I mean, he's wearing this dog collar and saying he's going to let himself off the leash and let it, and that's cool. I mean, the UFC just bought WWE, so maybe they were starting to see some of these antics at the weigh-ins. They were both very animated. It's crazy. Israel as a champion, when he was a champion, my personal opinion, I loved him, but I thought that he was a little bit cocky. Alex, I don't get that feeling at all. Alex seems like that guy that just doesn't want to be noticed. Yes, I'm the champion now. I think he's training like a madman. He is the underdog. He's defending his belt against the guy he took it from. And again, Israel Adesanya's got a lot to lose if he loses this fight. If he wins, then we're going to look at the MMA records, and we got Alex has a win, and now if Israel wins, now he has a win. So there could be potential for a rubber match if Israel wins. A lot of people are picking Israel to get it done, but my personal opinion, I think Alex Pereira gets it done, and still he hangs on to that belt. And he's just one of these guys that's got punches, like power in his punches. And you can't kill the man. He is just training like a madman. And I think I just don't. Sometimes you see these fighters, they'll come out and they'll just have one guy will just have the other guy's number. Back when I competed in jiu-jitsu, even up into the nationals, when I lost in the finals in the nationals in '99, I took a silver medal and I lost to a guy out of Phoenix. He had my number. We met again the following year. I lost again. He had my number. I just think Alex knows Israel more than probably Israel knows himself. And as a fight, yeah, I think Alex gets it done and gets his hand raised. And no offense to Israel, I love the guy, but I like Alex as a champion. So, folks, that is my picks. Those are my predictions. Please leave your predictions down below. Please thumb up this video. I'd love to read what you've got to say, and I could appreciate the love when you guys drop that thumbs up and like this video. So with all that being said, folks, I love you all. The fights are going to take place tomorrow. I'm going to get out of here so I can get this uploaded. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.